Say on streets.
Our streets.
Say on streets. And made it.
Right.
Made it. Whose streets?
Our streets.
Word on the beat, word on the beat, word on the beat.
Time after time after time after time after time after time after
What up, what up? It's your boy Bazz, and you tuned in to another episode of Ends Podcast. In this episode, man, we're going to be talking about how I won my first house, going through the bidding process, using the Detroit land bank, and just overcoming just that overwhelming experience. And you feel me, with just my outlook, moving forward. You feel me, and just what was that process like. As y'all know, man, I speak a lot about, investing, you feel me, generational wealth, you feel me, educating yourself, you feel me, taking your, making the most out of your current circumstance, you feel me, ends, eating the streets, making the most of your current circumstance. So in the midst of doing that, I just want to bring to y'all attention, we've been hearing y'all, like I've been hearing y'all, a lot of people say like, you need to start like an investment group, or something of that nature where you talk about, you feel me, and allow people to, learn about how you went about investing and how you invest in things of that nature. So, and, at the end of the episode, you have a couple links in the description. One will be to a Facebook group, which is free. Then another one will be like to a, just sign up, subscribe for free. And then we had a paid subscription where, we talk as a group. Y'all get real inside depth look at, basically like the things that I invested into and things of that nature. You feel me? Y'all get to see like how I used the investments that was made from the paid subscription. So the paid subscription, all the money from that ain't going, as it ain't going back straight into my pockets or anything like that. That money's actually going into investing and then showing y'all what I did with the money, so that y'all get to see real time. But y'all helping me be able to have some funds to play around with. That's what the whole paid subscription is about. You feel me? And be able to invest that money and then document it so that I can give it back to you. It's really just so, basically like just an exchange. And it's an investment too. You feel me? Like I'm just gonna be just giving back the knowledge. Just taking what y'all give and just give back the knowledge. But this episode isn't about none of that. This episode was about coming up on my first property, and I ain't gonna lie to you, the shit was a little overwhelming. Not overwhelming like in a sense like, oh shit, but in a sense of I ain't like it was like just an overwhelming aspect of I ain't know what the fuck I was getting myself into. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. In the heat of the moment, but I knew I was doing something, and I knew that I'm on this path, so I'm gonna stick with it, and I got a lot to learn from it. So the path that I'm talking about, I chose to buy a house off the Detroit land bank. As some people see as advertised, they say you can buy a house for $1,000. They're not lying to you, but the process is this right here. So I took a own it now house from off the Detroit land bank. The first house that I bidded on, I did not actually get. The process, I did not even know, and this was the process. So when somebody first buy a house or go get a house, right, off the website, they probably like, oh man, I'm about to just go get a house for $1,000. They put down that $1,000. That listing goes live for 3 days, allowing the public to also place a bid on that same house, and all y'all numbers are being held private. You feel me? So you don't know how much this person is putting up. They don't know how much you putting up. So it's all a guessing game. And I feel like they do that to try to entice you to try to bid a little bit more higher than what you initially was required to put down, which was that $1,000. So long story short, man, I came up on this first property. I seen that, you feel me, like it had a couple days left. I'm like, ooh, this one, I was excited. I'm just jumping on it real fast. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking like, all right, bet I want this one. So then that's where I went through a whole process of like, all right, seeing how am I supposed to sign up? So you putting that debit card down, they need a bank card so then they'll be able to charge you from. And then I didn't really understand placing a bid, so I was kind of really, at first I was like, damn, this shit was a little bit uneasy and uncomfortable, because I was thinking like, damn, if I put my money, you feel me, if I place this bid, am I gonna lose my money if I lose the bid? And I'm looking it up. I'm like, no, it don't necessarily work like that. And then I also went through the actual process to see for myself. So on the